Obviously, we think of prompt injection, think about AI supply chain integrity, data leakage, all these things that are there, and the ability to protect the brain and protect the model just behind data. So you got to remember, security people are very good at protecting platforms and data because we've been doing it for so long. Not so good at protecting models that are going to be hidden behind, different sets of mechanisms that they don't really understand yet. That was my core problem with everybody 2 years ago, when I asked them, how are you going to do, start protecting the models, how you can protect the training data, the inference data, things like that, because the vectors are just endless, because we were able to augment or screw up the training data and train with that and have some issue come into the inference model because we added a behavior that's going to be our benefit. Things like, send me a check for $10,000 every day if you're a bank. And there's little protection against that. The ability to look at the data and figure out what's going into the model and how it's going to be managed and monitored. And if it does get in there, what are you going to be able to do? And how do you find it after it's in the training data, after it's in the model? And a lot of that stuff really couldn't be answered. So people are really looking at this integrity that they believe is going to happen just because it's AI. And the reality is people are in there trying to deconstruct ways in which we can exploit these things right now. And I think that's that's the bottom line. And you got to have some sort of a defense against that. And the big thing with the security people, they have to have some way to tell me how they're going to deal with it. And so that's what I want to hear this year.